I'd like you to put your hands together for Norbert Baum, Vice President, Global Business Development Chemicals at QIRA, please.
Good morning, everyone. Great to see you here all. My name is Norbert Baum. I've been here at the previous conferences already, coming from Helm, but today I'm representing QIRA together with Dana Eckelmann. We're very happy to be here, and thanks, Paul, for giving us the opportunity to present QIRA and explain to you why powering sustainability through innovation is what we're bringing to the table. So I think the world has many problems, but one of the essential problems is climate change, and that's why I believe we're all sitting somehow together here. And the chemical industry is right in the center of this, right? We're a big contributor to this, so we need to deal with that. 6% of the global emissions are actually accounted towards the chemical industry, and if you sort of account for the transport, then you're coming up to 10%. So it's a significant contributor because we're using fossil raw materials. We're typically having heavy conversion processes, energy intensive, and then mentioned the transport. So it's clear the industry wants to do something and needs to do something, and it's not just enough to sort of have nice pictures and slides, but what is really required is tangible action at scale, right? And this is where Cargill and Helm joined forces many years ago. And we basically had a vision to create a joint venture, which we call QIRA. And with that, we want to create a responsible future. And when we came together, what we had in mind was this: to build the first commercial unit for bio-based for butanediol, BDO, doing that in Eddyville, Iowa. And Sasha, you had mentioned in your presentation, we're using the Geno technology via a license for this. I will come back to that drawing. But what we're doing, we're investing $300 million US to produce QIRA. QIRA is our brand name for bio-based BDO. We're on track to start production early 2025, and we're really coming at scale. We will produce 65,000 tons per year, so that means we're enabling industries to make a change. Our value proposition is simple. Being more sustainable has never been so easy. And it starts with the product specification. We will come exactly with the same specification as the conventional product. So for the industry, it means you don't have to do major investments to switch. You basically replace the conventional BDO with QIRA, and you're sort of taking a major step towards sustainability. But it's not just about the product specification, what our promise is. We are really coming to the table with a spirit of collaboration, innovation, and transparency. Collaboration is essential, not just with the converters, which would be our natural customers, but also reaching out to the brand owners and basically understand what their pain points are and how we can contribute to a solution there. Right? And doing this with a high degree of transparency, starting with feedstock in the operations and then in the supply chain, is really our promise to the industry. And there's one more essential thing. This is coming in a moment. The industry which we are addressing is really broad. You had mentioned it, right? We're talking about fashion, right? We're talking about footwear. We're talking about beauty and personal care, as well as automotive. So for all these industries, we're offering to make a change at scale, addressing consumer needs, addressing sustainability topics. We can even extend our cooperation to co-marketing and co-branding approaches. And with the volume which we're offering and the vision that we're having, we're really enabling the industries to grow into a sustainable future. And this is what I was already hinting at. The very essential promise and effect which we are coming with is we are reducing significantly the product carbon footprint. If we compare it to coal-based BDO, we are achieving a 68% reduction, right? And you have to remember 2/3 of the global capacity for BDO are coal-based, right? So this is really a strong aspect. So let's maybe take a deeper dive how we're dealing with the fashion industry. Why specifically the fashion industry? because they are also very exposed, and they are accounting for also 10% of the global emissions. So also for them, finding a sustainable solution is really essential. And you will have heard, because we made a press release about this, about the cooperation that we're having with the Lycra company. It's a co-branding strategy that we're having with them. So we will, as we start our production next year, we will supply them with QIRA, and that will enable them to produce renewable Lycra fiber at significant scale. And what specifically will happen, the renewable field corn harvested in Iowa will be converted into QIRA, and then with conventional products which also are needed for the production of spandex, renewable Lycra fiber is basically meat, and you will find that in woven textiles in various grades. I already mentioned field corn is our raw material, and we think corn, also called dent corn, is a fantastic raw material because it's a raw material, a feedstock, which is basically suitable for sustainable chemicals production as well as for food. But there's one important thing which you need to understand. Only about 1% of the corn production in the US is actually directly used and suitable for nutrition. 99% of the corn is field and dent corn. You cannot eat that. Right? So, and that is basically our raw material, and it's currently already used in a wide range of applications. I mentioned transparency, so I want to explain to you how we are really specifically delivering this, in this case, to the fashion industry. So as we are speaking here, in the period from May to July, we're having 11 customers and partners visiting us in Iowa, and we are basically showing them everything. Right? We're basically taking them to farms, right? So they are speaking directly with the farmers. They can basically understand and see how regenerative farming is basically done, ask all the questions, right? And because we believe in this, seeing is believing. So bringing the stakeholders in touch is essential for us. We are, of course, also taking them to our site and show the progress that we're making in construction. And I mean, it's really the partners that are coming, they are very happy, they see everything, they can also ask their questions, they are bringing their own and external experts to this. So I think it's really an example how we are sort of delivering our promise by tangible action. Remember the picture I showed you in the beginning of the presentation, the animation? So these are real pictures, right? 2021, upper left-hand corner, that's where we started. And if you look to the bottom pictures, that's where we are now. So we are on track to start production early next year, right? And it's not about the production. It's also about the supply chain. So as we are building the construction, the site, we're also building up a robust supply chain. So down here you see at BWC terminals in the Houston area, the tank, see the orange arrow there, which is being constructed for us. So the supply chain from Iowa via rail tank cars to the coast will be established as well, so that we can not just serve the domestic market, but basically export it globally. And just a side remark, of course, we will also have the necessary certifications, ISCC, REACH, etc., in place, because that's essential really for a broad range of industries, right? So this was basically the quick run through this. I know it was speedy, but Dana and myself, we have been here together already yesterday, had a lot of talks, and we're at the showcase SC04. So please come, talk to us, and whatever we can answer, we will, and otherwise we involve the experts which we have in our team. Thanks very much.